So to me, good academic writing is really plain English. I always think if I read something and I don't understand it, then that indicates to me that the author doesn't really understand it either. So I would say plain English is a key part of academic writing. Another part of good scientific writing is realizing that you're never going to write a really good piece of text straight away, and there'll usually be sort of 5 or 6 edits before you come to the final version.
But it is the case that students can make a better impression and often get their point across more forcefully if they get the right balance between being passionate, being positive in their, and then sort of pacey in their writing, and not being too informal. Most students that I work with come to me and they say, I can't get the word count down, I really cannot cut anymore. And without fail, I don't mean to brag, but I've looked at their draft and I've been able to reduce it by a third. And I think that's because people have thought that academic writing means you have to be a bit over flowery. So I've got students that have put, however, it is the case that the following is true. Just say, this happens. You don't need, heretofore whether I should go around the houses and get to the point, just get to the point. Or in fact, what you would write is, the point. So many times I've said to students that they can cut that down, and they've thought, really? And I'm cutting out unnecessary words, I'm not cutting out content.
You need to know what's expected of professionals in your area. How do they write? Try and be very clear on the language you use. That's really important as well.
For me, the features of good academic writing are about a consistent style. So typically in the sciences, you'd be writing in the passive voice and in the past tense. In some of the social science or arts subjects, you may be using the first person. So actually, it's really important to talk to your supervisor about what their expectations are. Look at examples of previous projects, see how they're written. But it's really about communicating your findings. And the other thing not to fall into the trap of is opinion writing. So it is based on evidence. So whatever field you're in, it's not just what you think. It's actually based on the evidence, it's based on the data you've collected, it's based on the literature, and it's making sure there's that evidence base in your arguments.
I think good academic writing is really about trying to put across complex or intricate ideas in a clear and simple way. So good academic writing is really puts a big premium to my mind on clarity, so being really clear so that the person reading it can't mistake what you're trying to say, and also on accuracy or precision, so being really specific about what exactly you mean or what exactly you're getting at. Good academic writing isn't really about style in the sense of it being artistic or showy or in any particular way, and it's not really about showcasing how many words you know or how intricate a sentence you can construct. It's really about trying to communicate in an unmistakable and clear way ideas which are often difficult to communicate with that clarity. So that's the challenge of it. It's not about trying to produce something which is especially creative to look at or to read, but about something which clearly communicates an idea which often is quite difficult to get across.
The tenses will be right. So if you're reporting work that you've done, it should be written in the past tense. If you're reporting things as how they are, that should be in the present tense. And that's one of the things that can make a report very confusing if things that you've done are reported in the present tense, so it implies you haven't done them. If you're talking about the report, write in the present tense, because you might be writing in the introduction that this report will do this, that and the other. But by the time the reader reads it, the report will do that.